tried a fitness app, and not just any fitness app, my girl Tashana Charles's fitness app. If you don't know who she is a YouTuber and personal trainer living in Toronto. She just launched her new app called NUBODY and has created a 5-week booty challenge. She let me try out the app and give a review for you guys. So in this video, I'll be giving you a full app walkthrough, showing you what the app has to offer, and at the end, I'll be giving you my opinion on the glute challenge and the workouts. Let's get into it. So the NUBODY app is available for download for Apple and Android users. The app lets you see all your current and future workouts, lets you track your weights, sets, and rest time. And Tashana does one-on-one personal training, so the app allows you to do daily progress and check-ins. What I personally look for in an app is, does the app allow me to track my weights? Does it track my rest time?
We're going to start by kneeling down on your left knee with your right heel directly under your right knee. Then you're going to lean all the way forward into your right knee and then sit back all the way, extending your right leg completely straight. As you lean forward, you want to make sure that you're keeping your right foot entirely flat on the floor, stretching your ankles. And as you sit back, you want to be on the heel of your right foot, feeling the stretch along the back of your right leg. And then push your hips all the way forward, bringing your hips in front of your knees and repeating. In your hips.
Does it offer video demonstrations? Can I easily access my next workout, etc.? This app did just that. The first workout Tashana scheduled for me was a leg day. We both personally prefer to hit legs on a Monday so that we can get the hard workout out of the way at the beginning of the week. I really loved how Tashana filmed her own follow-along exercise demonstration videos. So the leg day dynamic stretching routine includes a follow-along video with audio and visual instructions. This is a great tool for someone like me who is a visual learner. Once you click the warm-up, you see exactly how long it is, you know what to expect. All you have to do is set your phone down and watch as you do the stretches, or you can do them on your own. So the first exercise was hip thrust. She gives you the option of using a barbell or the hip thrust machine. As soon as I saw 20 reps, I was humbled because my usual workout is in the 10 rep range, so I knew I had to lower the weight. 20 reps really pushed me because by the 10th, I was already feeling it, okay? But by pushing me that extra 10 reps, it really tired out my muscles.
You want to start by stepping your working leg onto the bench, and you want to lean your torso slightly forward, feeling your glute stretching. You can hold on to something sturdy if you want for your balance, and then with your leg on top of the bench, push yourself all the way up, straightening out your leg, and then slowly go back down and repeat. For this exercise, you want to make sure that you're keeping your chest always lean slightly forward as you go up and as you come down. You want to also make sure that your non-working leg never touches the floor as you go down.
And I reached muscle hypertrophy. So it was a great change from my normal workout. For the leg day, the volume was good. It was just like my normal workout, so I didn't feel overwhelmed when I opened up the app and checked to see what exercise I had to do that day. The workout was exciting to me and it changed up my normal routine. So I genuinely was excited to go to the gym again since I've been in a slump for the last few weeks. Tashana had included an exercise called step ups, which is where you use a bench of a higher surface and step up onto it holding a weight. So this targets your lower and side glutes a lot. I noticed she had written step ups without touching the ground and I was confused because I wasn't really sure how to do it. But I opened up the exercise and I watched her talk through the video. I saw how she did it and she also gave form tips. First off, Tashana, that was damn near sorcery, okay? If you guys try this, doing this without touching the ground, this is ridiculous, okay? She made it look so easy. It was not. Now, Tashana has used an app developer called Kahuna, which allowed her to customize her app personally, but that is hosted by their company. So I noticed that the app at first was very glitchy. So if I close the app or if my phone screen,
you want to start by laying flat on your back and then grab your left knee with both of your hands, bringing it as close as possible to your chest while keeping your lower back flat against the floor. And you want to breathe in through your nose and exhale from your mouth. Now with your left hand only, you back of your left thigh, pulling it as close as possible, keeping your left foot over your right knee and pulling. Then gonna go into stretching our inner thighs.
Close, it would completely reset all the information and the timer. This was really annoying because it meant that I couldn't save my workouts. It made my workout longer because each time I had to reopen the app, it took very long to load. At one point, the app opened up to just a blank screen, which I screenshotted and included in this video. Because I couldn't enter my weights as I did my workout, I had to do that at the end. So I also couldn't use the timer to time my breaks in between exercises. This wasn't a big deal to me because I just kept going with the workout. But I made a note to tell Tashana because I know as any feedback at the beginning stage of an app is very important. So after I finished my leg day workout, I did Tashana's follow along leg day cool down video. I never do cool down stretches, so this was a change for me, but I do admit it did feel good to stretch. I personally really liked how Tashana included video demonstrations so that I could refer to them while I worked out. Because her video had her voiceover and explaining form, I could make sure my form was correct. I'm a visual learner, so the audio and voiceover really helped. Day 2 was an upper body day.
We're going to start with a long stretchy resistant band, holding it with your hands a bit past your shoulders in front of your thighs. Then we're going to rotate our shoulders all the way back, bringing the resistant bands to our butt, and then bring the resistant bands all the way back forward to our thighs and repeat. Make sure you're keeping your arms always straight, and we're going to go for 10 reps.
In the program, there is 3 leg days and 1 upper body day. Tashana encouraged you not to skip upper body and lets you know that training upper body actually really helps you with your other compound lifts. I really love this upper body day. It combined chest, back, triceps, biceps, and shoulders. She hit everything in one day, which I loved. The volume was good, usually around 3 sets for each exercises. I felt like if you really focus, you could get through this workout in good time. Like in the hour, I definitely got through everything.
You want to start by laying down on the flat bench, opening your legs, placing both of your feet on the floor. You want to hold the dumbbells up over your shoulders with your fist pointing upwards. Retract your shoulders back, so rotating them back and down away from your ears. Your chest should be sticking out, causing your shoulder blades, top of your back, and your butt to be touching the bench, and your lower back should not be touching the bench. Bend your elbows, bringing the weight down to your chest, pause, and then push the weight back up over your shoulders and repeat. For this exercise, you always want to have your joints stacked, so when you bend the elbows down, you want to have your wrists and elbows in alignment, and as you push the weight up over your shoulders, you want to have your wrists, your elbows, and your shoulders all in alignment. As you bend your elbows, you want to bring them in towards your ribs in about a 45-degree angle, so you don't want to have your elbows completely flared out to the side. You also want to bring the dumbbells down to the center of your chest, and you want to feel your chest stretching and your shoulder blades pinching together.
The app was still being a bit glitchy, so I could not time my rest periods. The app also took long to open, so it was hard to see what exercises I had to do next. I decided to try the load calculator for the first time, which is a tool Tashana has on the app to calculate what weight you should use for your next set. All you do is enter the weight you used for your last set and enter in how many reps you did. Then you enter in how many reps you would like to hit as a target for your next set. For example, if I did shoulder press with 10 pounds for 20 reps, but on my next set I wanted to hit 10 reps, I would enter that in and the tool would suggest an ideal weight for me to use. The only problem is that I found this to be a bit glitchy as well. So when you entered in your reps and weight, it would suggest a decimal increment, like
You want to start by sitting back against the bench with your feet flat on the floor. You want to then hold the dumbbells up with your elbows aligned with the lower chest, so about your bra strap area. Elbows should also be slightly forward towards your chest and palms facing forward. You want your joints to be stacked, so the weight, your wrists, and your elbows should all be aligned. You want to then push the weight back and up over your shoulders and then bring your elbows back down towards your chest and repeat. For this exercise, it's important to push the weight back and up so your biceps should be covering your ears when your arms are extended. You also want to make sure that at the top of the movement, your joints are always stacked, so the weight, your wrists, elbows, and shoulders should all be aligned. You want to make
44.5 or 30.2, which the gym does not have in weights. The weights in an average gym usually go up by 5 increments. When I calculated the weight for shoulder press, it suggested 28.5 pounds instead of 30 pounds and suggested 40.2 pounds instead of 45 pounds. It seems more like a mathematical percentage calculator more than a functional gym one, but I really like this tool, so maybe it could be adjusted to go up in 5-pound increments. Tashana, let me know what you think. So I like this tool because if you've been going to the gym for a while, you want to progressively overload, which means you are increasing your weights and challenging yourself, Often I felt like I would stick with a comfortable weight instead of really pushing myself, so the load calculator would be a great tool to use. I find this would be great for beginners because the question people ask the most is, what weight do you use? So the issue is weight is subjective, so one person may think that 45 pounds is heavy where another thinks it's light. It also depends on the exercise. So a 45-pound hip thrust will be much easier than a 45-pound shoulder press. This is because you're using different groups and different combinations of muscles. Your legs are a lot stronger than your arms. So I really liked how Tashana included an ab circuit and cardio at the end of the upper body day because this pretty much follows the routine I do in my own workout splits. So the issue with the ab circuit was since I couldn't time the workout 30-second reps, I kind of just had to guess what 30 seconds was in my head. So I had to count 30 seconds in my head, and you know a second is a lifetime when you're training abs. But regardless, I really enjoyed this upper body day. Good job, Tashana. I decided that I would send a message to technical support about the issues that I was having, and I noticed that there was a frequently asked questions section. There was a list of problems the app developer listed, and mine was a common issue that others had experienced. This doesn't reflect on Tashana in any way because she had no part in developing the app. She only customized it with her workout plan and the layout. This was on Kahuna.
You want to start by laying down on the flat bench, opening your legs, placing both of your feet on the floor. You want to hold the dumbbells up over your shoulders with your fist pointing upwards. Retract your shoulders back, so rotating them back and down away from your ears. Your chest should be sticking out, causing your shoulder blades, top of your back, and your butt to be touching the bench, and your lower back should not be touching the bench. Bend your elbows, bringing the weight down to your chest, pause, and then push the weight back up over your shoulders and repeat. For this exercise, you always want to have your joints stacked, so when you bend the elbows down, you want to have your wrists and elbows in alignment, and as you push the weight up over your shoulders, you want to have your wrists, your elbows, and your shoulders all in alignment. As you bend your elbows, you want to bring them in towards your ribs in about a 45-degree angle, so you don't want to have your elbows completely flared out to the side. You also want to bring the dumbbells down to the center of your chest, and you want to feel your chest stretching and your shoulder blades pinching together.
When I sent a message detailing what happened with the app and even sent screenshots, I was met with a generic message telling me that in time the issue will be fixed with updates and the ticket was closed. I forwarded this message to Tashana to see if she could escalate the issue further as the creator of the app. She was so apologetic and really open to feedback. We both were trying to get down to the bottom of this. She gave me access to the app for 3 weeks in the hopes that the problem would be solved in the next upcoming updates. So I decided that for the rest of the video, I'll just focus on the workout plan and forget about the app issue since it's kind of out of our control. It was time for my second leg day. I was pretty excited for this because I wanted to try some different workouts. So when you get stuck in doing the same workout every single week, it gets boring. So there is no challenge, there is no excitement, but this I was excited for. So I'm not gonna lie, I was still a bit sore from the last leg day, but it wasn't too bad, okay? So after I did my dynamic stretching, I felt a bit better. I saw that hip thrusts were exercise number 1, but thankfully this one was just 10 reps instead of the 20 as on day 1. The next exercise on the list was B stance RDLs, which is a single leg exercise. So it's where you have one foot placed a bit behind, which allows you to focus on the hamstrings in one leg at a time. So I was actually very eager to try this workout out because I've tried doing single leg RDLs before and every single time it hurt my back. Even when I lowered the weight or did the body weight, my back doesn't hurt when I use both legs, but for some reason when I do with one leg, it hurts. So this means that my form was off for how I was standing when I put more emphasis on one leg. So after carefully watching Tashana's form tip video, I tried a trick. I stood close to a wall, I put the back of my left foot up against it, and then stepped my right foot up a little bit in front so that I was in the B stance / the single leg stance. This helped a lot. My lower back didn't hurt at all, and I felt it completely in my hamstrings. So I think the reason for my lower back pain was that my back foot was a bit too far away from my body, which caused pressure on my lower back. Instead, when I had my foot placed against the wall, it made sure I was a good distance away. I succeeded in doing single leg RDLs. The next exercise was hamstring curls. Tashana included the machine she wanted you to use, which was the one laying on your stomach, but my gym doesn't have one of those. So the great thing is that you can replace any exercise and swap it out for a machine if you don't have it. So if you don't have a piece of equipment at your gym, you can easily swap it out. So after that was back extensions, which I really liked. Tashana demonstrates how you just round your back, push your hips into the pad, and use your glutes to pull you up. These were body weight, which do not underestimate them because when it's at the end of the workout, this was tough, okay? She put in 20 reps, which was ridiculous, but it gave me such a glute pump that I can't even be mad at her. So next she put in a hip abduction superset. This was the first superset I've seen in all the workouts. I was really happy to see this because it actually is a superset that I was doing already. So on the seated hip abduction, she wanted you to do 12 reps slightly leaning forward and then 12 reps sitting upright. This is such a great superset to make sure you're fully hitting your gluteus medius. I don't think people realize that the way you sit in this machine really depicts where you're going to feel this in your glutes. After that, we had one of my favorites, the gluteus medius cable kickbacks. These are different from the regular cable kickbacks in that you are targeting your side glutes specifically. So this doesn't need very heavy weight, and I saw that it was 3 sets of 15, so I picked a weight that I was comfortable at doing that many reps. So after the workout included a note saying that you can do 12 to 15 minutes of cardio of your choice and then log it into the workout app. So this gives you the freedom to do whatever cardio you would like, and there's many options listed in the app. So after hitting legs 2 times in a row, I needed a bit of a break. So on the Friday, I took a rest day. On the Saturday, I was slightly excited to hit legs for the 3rd time that week. This was completely out of my norm because I usually hit legs 2 times a week. And after those, I am just way too sore to do anything else. So this workout started off with Bulgarian split squats, which I really liked because these are hard. So I'd rather get them out at the beginning of the workout. So Tashana included a rep range of 12 to 15 and encourages you not to just hit the 12 reps and stop, to really aim for the 15. So I fully had the intention of aiming for the 15, but I'm not gonna lie, I was incredibly sore. So I did my 12 reps and was struggling, which normally I would do this with 75 pounds, but this day I could barely even do 45 pounds. I was so freaking sore. So even the single leg hip thrust, I was just completely feeling sore and useless. I was not having a good workout at all, but I showed up, okay? My asthma was acting up, so I decided to cut the workout early and switch to an ab circuit instead. Sorry, girl. Personally, for me, I think 2 leg days is enough. 3 is kind of overkill for me personally, but everyone has their own preference. In my opinion, I would stick to the 2 leg days and then have like a cardio and ab portion, or maybe a day of focusing on accessory glute work. I know that this was the advanced workout plan, but even for me who's been working out for years, this was difficult, okay? But the thing is, if anyone trying out new exercise for the first time is of course going to be sore. When you continue to do the workouts week after week after week, your body adapts and you won't be as sore. So I definitely feel like if I continue to do the workout plan, I could definitely push myself to do 3 leg days. I remember looking at the plan and seeing 3 leg days, and I messaged Shoshana right away and I was like, damn girl, are you trying to kill me? She had just finished doing her own workout plan and she said she was sore too. Okay. So in conclusion, I think this is a great workout program. The app could definitely use some updates to fix the glitches and issues it has. I would like to see more workouts that Shoshana have to offer. I like the workout choice, the style, the volume. I like that I can log my weights and reps. The video demonstrations are great. Not having a break timer is not a big deal breaker for me because I can just gauge when I'm ready to hit my next set, and I usually speed through my workout anyways because I'm trying to fit everything in within an hour. So I think this is a great glute guide. So if you're interested in her NUBODY workout app, I will have it linked below in the comments, as well as all her social media and her page. She does have a YouTube channel, so she does offer one-on-one training. So if you're someone who needs motivation to work out and someone to check in on you, definitely try her out. But yeah, that was my review on the NUBODY app, and I hope you enjoyed. If you got it this far, comment a strawberry emoji, okay? Thanks for watching. Bye.
Is that true?